Alright. Is that recording? Yes, it is. I always have to double take. I'm never sure if I press the record button firmly enough. Shit, I had a lot of congestion, so hopefully that clears up, otherwise it's going to be pretty shit quality audio. So it's push tonight, first day of the week, Monday, starting with calves as I always do with my push sessions, if I'm training calves that day of course. So yeah, might as well get into it. My rep match sets, by the way, too. One of these days I'll set the machine settings right on the first go. Till then I'm just going to fuck it up every time. So I didn't walk to the gym again. I got the equivalent of what a Uber would be in Australia. I got a grab here. And even though I only live, what is it, a 7-minute walk from the gym, it's just too fucking hot and humid at the moment. We're coming out of the Thai winter, which isn't even really a winter. You could argue that it's way too warm to be winter. And we're going back into the wet season slowly, so it's going to get hotter and more humid with every successive week from here this point out. So it'll be a lot less walking to the gym moving forward. At least that's what I'm foreseeing. Because if I step outside and it's at the point where I'm already starting to perspirate, sweat, just standing there, there's no chance in hell I'm going to risk walking to the gym and rocking up at the gym sweaty as all hell before I even start my first working set. I don't mind getting sweaty when I train. In fact, I actually like it, but I'm one of those people where I don't like being sweaty unless there's a reason to be sweaty. Like if I just walk to the gym, I don't see there's a justifiable reason to be sweaty as all hell. So I get a little bit agitated when that happens. I also get agitated when people flick water on me. If I'm not going to the beach or going to a pool to swim, I don't like getting wet. And if someone wets me, whether it be someone sprays me with a water bottle or a water gun or tips water on me or flicks water at me, I get a little bit irate. Like I get a little bit livid, my eyes will glaze over, I get a bit angry. I've always been like that though. It's not the gear that makes me like that. I've just never liked being wet or being sweaty if there isn't a reason to. So yeah, I didn't walk to the gym basically. That was my long-winded way of saying that. I might walk home though. I don't mind walking home, as long as it's not leg day. If it's leg day, no chance. Not walking home. I don't want to risk falling over. Alright, set number 2. This is feeling pretty good today, actually. So far, I've hit a rep PB, so that's good. I guess you'd call it a 3 rep PB because I've got to obviously get the same number of reps on every set, being that they're my rep match tests. So I've gone up 3 reps this week, which is good. Well, I will have by the time I do my third and final set in a minute. But after this, it's just the chest work, then side delt, and then triceps. Of course, on my other push day later in the week, I have my triceps first. But I like to stagger it like this. So my more chest-focused, chest-dominant push day, I've got more total chest volume. I want to emphasize the chest more, so I petition that work at the start of the session, or earlier in the session, I should say. Calves obviously always been at the start. And then from there, I move into the side delts and triceps, whereas the other day being more tricep dominant, tricep focused, it's triceps, and then the other stuff. But cable flies next. First exercise for chest. Now, obviously, I have been setting up the bench in that narrow cable station the last couple of weeks because it feels really good. I get a real decent stretch, but I might try to do the free motion pec fly device system machine and try something that I saw my friend Chris and Aaron, or my friends Chris and Aaron doing today when they did their chest session today earlier. They got this, you'll see what it is when I go over there, if I do go over there. It's like a foam pad, I guess, like a full body length foam pad that they've sat on the seat. And then they've placed a foam roller there as well, so they've really kind of emphasized the amount of stretch you get with the machine. Because if you don't use those two things, you don't really get that much of a stretch. You get a good contraction. The movement overall feels pretty fluid and smooth, but you just don't get as much of a loaded stretch, which is obviously something that you really want, especially in a fly, where you really have the ability to fully open up the chest and expose those fibers to like a deep stretch. So if I do that variation and I don't use the usual seat in between the narrow cable station over near the front of the gym, I'll basically show you guys the whole setup. Well, I won't show you, you'll just see it anyway because I have to obviously set it up to do it. Let's punch out this final set of calf raises before we move on to that chest movement. Ooh. 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 Now, on top of also just trying to generally control the movement and slow it down, I'm really trying to emphasize pushing through the big toes as I go into that concentric. And I think that's really important. I find that you get a much better contraction in the actual calf, especially the gastrocnemius, if you push through those big toes on the calf raise motion, or when you plantar flex, I should say. And yeah, when you come back down into that deep stretch, into that dorsiflexion, just trying to slowly control that load back. Still kind of like, I suppose, emphasizing your pressure through the big toe on that negative, but I think it's more important on that, the concentric or the positive, where you're pushing it away and like pushing your toes forward and down. But that's that for calves for the day. Now it's on to chest. Let's see if the free motion cables are free. Because if they are, I'll likely do that. It's a little bit quieter over this side of the gym. Front of the gym's quite busy at the minute. And shit, dropping my stuff everywhere. You know me, I'm an introvert, so yeah. So this is my first time doing this, so I'm gonna have to troubleshoot it a little bit. Not sure what weight will be appropriate, but I'm guessing my friends Aaron and Chris were the last to use this machine, so I'd say whatever pin the whatever weight the pin is on is probably an appropriate weight. Now I can intensify this stretch even more and place a foam roller between my shoulder blades or my spine and this pad as well. But we'll just see how this goes first. If the stretch is insufficient, I'll do that. I might give it a go. Hopefully it's not too difficult to stay on a seat. Oh. I don't like how this feels, but we'll try it before we dismiss it. It's a pain in the ass to set up, but it feels really good. So I'm just gonna have to keep doing it, I suppose, as inconvenient as it is. See. Oh. Shit. Might look like it's not that hard. Like, I mean, it might look like it's not much harder than a regular fly. But shit, the stretch on that, unbelievable. In a good way. Okay. Last one now. Oh. Good shit. That was some good shit. All right, on to Smith press. Yeah, incline Smith press. Okay, this is a different bench to what I normally use. So the incline is a bit lower than usual. I have a feeling if I put the incline up one more notch on this bench though, it's going to be too high. So I just feel out this first warm-up set with one plate aside and gauge based off that whether I increase the incline or not. No, I'll keep it about that, I think. for this set. I'm gonna just bring my grip in a smidge. Felt fine where it was, but it just didn't quite feel right. Felt a little bit wider than usual. I mean, I know I'm doing a different incline to usual, but having a different incline and having a different grip width are two different kettles of fish. Like, one can be quite detrimental if you're not careful, and I'd consider that to be the grip width. You're not used to loading your pecs in as much of a, I suppose, a stretch with your hands placed further apart. You can definitely do some damage, some bad damage. So take it a little bit closer and see how it feels on this set before I consider increasing the weight for the next working set. Final set. So 50 pound up, 230 pound for this set. Okay. First set of these. I'm only doing 2 plates, even though I did 3 last week, because the handles are starting from the floor this week instead of from a 25 pound plate elevation. And that extra inch off the floor makes so much of a difference, makes it a lot easier. So I'll start with the first set at 2 plates per side, given that extra increased range of motion, that extra inch at the bottom. And if that goes well, if I get 12 reps comfortably, I'll bump the weight up. If not, I'll keep it at that. Because I was only just getting 7 to 8 reps, which is barely the minimum rep target with 3 plates last week. So there's not much point in me staying at that if I'm unable to meet the minimum quota. Oh. I'll keep it at that. 11 was hard. I might try getting into position at the bottom so I can count the press up as the first rep on this one. Let's see. Final set. Time to crack out the intra calves. Honestly, I should have started sipping on these when I was still training chest, but oh well, we're on the triceps now. More glucose for the triceps. Final set. Oh, sorry.
How's it, are you?
Good. It was Nick.
Hank.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Tell me, what's your weight?
120 at the moment.
120?
Yeah.
You're a big man, huh?
I don't feel big.
No, you're huge, huh? I was looking out at you.
Oh, yeah.
But keep up, keep up. You look
Thanks,
good.
bro. Yeah, see you around, yeah?
Shots.
Yeah. All right. 3 sets. 3 sets of press downs to finish off. No, shit, 4. Can't even remember my own program, goddammit. Oof. 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 All right. So first set wasn't too bad. Probably looked like I had one more rep in the tank, or approximately one more rep. But because I'm aiming to hit the same number of reps on every set in a my rep match fashion, I didn't want to, I suppose, overestimate what I'm capable of. I mean, I would have gotten it, but I don't know how good the quality would have been. So yeah, set number 2. Okay, third set. Final working set. Let's get it. Whew. You can definitely tell this is the last set. Not really getting as much of a pump. When that starts to happen, it's usually time to hang the towel up on how many working sets you're doing.